Well, hello everybody. Happy Foxy Friday. So a lot of people when they go out in public are trying not to be red. And of course what they mean is they try not to have their male features be noticeable in a way that people will be able to tell that they're a man and not a woman. But I have a friend who says when she goes out in public, she's hoping to be read as female. And that may kind of seem like semantics, that it's really the same thing but different words. But what she further explained is that she wants to display the parts of her that look feminine rather as much as hide the ones that look masculine. And some of them are kind of obvious. Hairy legs are masculine, but smooth, shiny legs are more feminine. And short nails are masculine and long nails are feminine. Now, for different people, different features may be more feminine than masculine. And for me, kind of like narrow waist right here, I think looks a little feminine. So I kind of show like a little peekaboo there once in a while. Doesn't really show too much right now with this outfit. But another thing that's probably the most important, and it's kind of obvious too, but it's definitely a challenge for me, is showing some cleavage or breasts. Now, some people it's a little bit easier because they have those man boobs that can easily be kind of pushed into looking like feminine breasts. Unfortunately, I guess I don't have a lot of fat in that area. I'm pretty lean, which is great for certain things like the leanness, but I don't have much to work with up here. So I've got a couple different items that I've purchased recently, as well as some old techniques that I'm going to try and compare them and see what I come up with. So for the sake of this video, I'm not going to be doing anything involving taping. I've done that in the past, and the results can be pretty impressive, but it seems like if I do it for more than just short term, like if I try to do it for an entire day, then either the tape winds up not sticking long enough, or when it does stick long enough, it kind of really irritates or even damages the skin. So I've got a few things I'm going to try and we'll see how it goes. So right now I'm wearing probably my best cleavage top. Seems like it has like just the right cut that's low enough to hide the bra, but still show some flesh there. And I'm actually using one of these pocket bras that I got from Glamour Boutique, where you can stick a silicone insert inside. And that works pretty well. I can kind of pull the flesh a little bit and create a little bit of cleavage there. Of course, are always looking for better and ones that work with different tops, because a lot of tops that don't really show much. So anyway, gonna try a few more. Okay, so I've changed bras, and now I have a bra with no breast forms in it at all. This is just a simple, it's actually kind of a small one. So I think it works best if you're putting inserts like this, trying to create cleavage, to use a smaller bra so it's pushing. I know we all want to wear big bras, but in this case it's probably better to wear something that's a little more snug. Now, in older videos, if you remember, I actually used Play-Doh. And I used that for a long time. I haven't done it in a while because even when I would wrap it in plastic wrap, it wouldn't take too long before it would dry out. But that's definitely an option, is to use Play-Doh. It's worked pretty well for me in the past. But I want something that I don't have to worry about drying out. Now, I know a lot of people like the birdseed method. So birdseed in a old nylon. And that isn't too bad. Again, kind of shoving it to the side and under, and manipulating whatever flesh you do have to sit on top of it. I would say it's not as good as the previous one though. Now, another method a lot of people use is these cutlets, they usually call them. So they like stick and then you attach them in the middle. And kind of like the tape, they don't always stick as long as I would like them to. Maybe my skin's too oily or something. But I've retained those because they do work as inserts as well. Now, I don't think by themselves they're that good. So, but I might try combining them with something. So mine broke a long time ago trying to squeeze them too tight. But just by themselves, they're not too bad. Of course, a lot of people will take some eyeshadow and kind of draw little shadows there to kind of make them look better, but this is okay. Not as good. But I'm going to leave those in because I think they will help with my next method, combining the two. And I got a couple products here, both made by the same company called Seek Up. And it's like Seek Up, as if you're trying to lift. But it also is like a play on words, I think, like Seek Up. Clever, clever. You know how I like double entendres. So this first one looks like it would make sense. So it's got this thicker at the bottom and then thinner at the top. So you can kind of push up with the bottom but not look lumpy. So we'll see how they work. Again, I'm leaving the first ones in place for that extra little bit of extra padding. Try to get them. Now I have a friend that took a rubber ball, solid rubber ball, cut it into quarters, and would stick a quarter under each side. And it actually looked really good. But I don't know, haven't actually tried that yet. So I think again, probably still not as good as the first method. Maybe in certain bras it would look better. But right now I still think the very first method was the best. Yeah, maybe if I had like a V cut, it might look good. Okay, so I changed bras again, and wigs obviously. This time I'm wearing just a regular padded bra, so kind of a push-up bra, but which is okay by itself. But I'm going to try to put in these other forms in it, and these by the same company, it's Seek Up. And these have like a sticky side that is supposed to attach to the bra so that they stay in place. And then the other side goes underneath to try and push up. Almost seems like it should be the other way, or sticky on both sides, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, so those are in place. And I think they do push up a little better. I don't have quite the volume as from that first set, but maybe if I combine them like I did before. So padded bra, and 3 different devices in there. Honestly, I think the difference between all of them is kind of minimal. Okay, I've got one more thing that I want to try. Okay, so at first glance, this one appears to be working really well. It looks really good with got even kind of that little puffiness of the breast showing, a little cleavage there. Looks really good, really lifelike. I'm actually combining the first method with a, it's kind of like a bra without cups that kind of fits really tight that I got at All Places Burlington Coat Factory a millennium ago. And it looks really good from the front, but the problem is it's like really industrial looking. So like, unless you're wearing like the perfect top, it looks kind of hideous. So it's something I've never really worn because you have to have like just the right top for it to not ruin the effect in the front with the effect in the back. So this is what it looks like off the body. This is the back, then the front, and then these just kind of clip around underneath the breast to push them up. What I've also found works really well is a corset, because you can kind of cinch it and push it up and put your flesh on top of that, and that kind of pushes it up. Of course, corsets have their own issues of comfort. But so, I guess the conclusion is this proves Occam's razor, if that's what it's called, that the simplest method is usually the best. Let me know what you do and what works for you, and the quest goes on. Have a good weekend, everybody.
You get to use Sarah's weird 3 bra.
It's really the same reason. Try and enhance the feminine parts of you.
Yeah. Well, there's always that ideal. And you're right, we kind of have the head start on it because we have some of the equipment, but like I have some women friends that are flatter than you are.
Yeah.
You know, that want, so they use all those kind of methods to.
Wearing 2 bras at once.
Yeah. So I think what she said she does is she wears like a big padded, and then she takes one that's like 1 or 2 sizes smaller.
Too small? Oh, puts it on top of it.
On top. So it pushes the padding and everything, and she gets that deep cleavage. But the smaller bra is now pushing the padding and her skin together, so you get that cleavage look. It's one of her drunk talks once.